This is Joseph Barone of A Fool for Learning, and our foolish thought for today is The Office Suck-Up, Part 2. In my previous podcast, I mentioned that I had read an article about the office suck-ups and how they will do anything to gain the attention of the boss. As part of that previous podcast, I spoke about how I observed managers dressing like their boss at my former organization. As I thought about it a bit, I was also reminded of another trait that many of the managers and senior staff carried out. Many staff, for a long time, would carry a regular-sized notebook of some sort to jot down notes from meetings, items to do, etc. These may be spiral and were usually the size of a standard sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11 inches. At some point in time, I started to notice that many of the senior managers and staff began to carry with them smaller bound books, usually about the size of a 3 by 5 index card. And a couple even had a little bit larger, usually about the size of a 4 by 6 inch index card. Now, why did they start to switch to smaller bound notebooks rather than the larger spiral ones? Because the senior VP they reported to started to carry a 3 by 5 inch notebook, which he either kept in his jacket pocket or walked around with in his left hand. Thinking back on it, there were even times at meetings when it reminded me of the scenes we see from North Korea when Kim Il-jong is speaking. In this case, it was the senior VP talking, and there were about 7 or 8 senior staff furiously scribbling down what he said in their little notebooks. Some may argue that they are simply following the organizational culture. Others may say that I'm being petty and childish in pointing this out. Some may say that at least I made a good observation. In any event, it is something to think about. To learn more about A Fool for Learning and how I can assist you and your organization with an appropriate learning solution to meet your business needs, please visit my website at afoolforlearning.com. This is Joseph Barone, the CEO of A Fool for Learning, signing out. Remember, learn, perform, succeed.